Welcome back, everybody. Well, we're sweetening things up on today's show with all sorts of fun, different sweet treats. And Valerie is here from the Amazing Cupcake, and she's going to show us how to make one of her all-time top-selling cupcakes, the classic red velvet, which is just making a huge, huge comeback. Good morning. Good to see you.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Thanks for being here. I always share this story when we're doing anything with red velvet. Is I grew up as a kid with red velvet, and then it kind of disappeared for a while. And I remember for my wedding cake, I insisted on having a red velvet cake, and all the different people baking cakes at the time were like, what is that? And
Right.
it kind of disappeared. Well, now, it is back big time, and I don't see it going away at all.
No, there's so many people that really enjoy the red velvet.
It is. It's something extra special. I think also it has to do with the wonderful frosting instead of that, traditional bakery frosting.
Oh, yes.
This is the cream cheese frosting. It's fantastic. So homemade red velvet cupcakes. This is not from a box mix because Valerie does her cupcakes by scratch. How many different flavors do you do?
We have over 50 flavors.
Wow. Just a few to choose from.
Yes.
So she'd be happy to bake for you, and we'll tell you how you can get a hold of her coming up. But all right, let's get baking here.
Okay, well, we start with our oil and our sugar.
Okay. Do you use vegetable?
Vegetable oil.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
And we just start mixing that in.
Okay.
Did
And
you
you just use
wanna do that?
yep, I love the
Okay.
fact that you're just using a, hand mixer, which is what I use at home. I don't have one of those fancy ones. And Are we looking for anything in particular, or just
This is both well blended. Then we're
Okay.
going to add our egg.
okay? Just one egg, huh?
Yep. This will make 12 cupcakes.
Okay.
A lot of recipes you'll do 24. If you want 24, you can just double it.
Okay.
And our vanilla. Next we'll add our cocoa.
Just regular, just unsweetened
This is a Dutch cocoa.
Dutch cocoa. Okay. So for people who don't know, red velvet actually is like a chocolate cupcake.
It is.
But it just somehow, because it's red, it just doesn't taste the same as regular chocolate. It's a little different.
Well, it's a very light chocolate as well.
Okay. All right.
Then we're going to want to stop that because we don't want to fling this red coloring all
Now,
over.
this is a key. In fact, I remember when the lady was baking my wedding cake, she was saying, wow, this is a lot of red food coloring. Now they have these great gels.
Yes.
Let's talk about those for a minute.
Well, this is bulk, obviously, but it's an amazing gel. You don't use just but a little bit, and you get this vibrant colors in anything you do. Where you have the other liquids, they're going to be diluting your cake out, and then your flavors too, possibly.
And they get expensive when you have to,
Oh, yes.
use a whole bunch of red, food coloring to do that. So these gels really do rock. They come in littler containers. They're just a couple
Definitely.
bucks, and they're fantastic. So just a little dab will
Just
do,
a
yeah?
little bit.
Okay. Ooh, you get that right away. You can see that gorgeous deep red color. Okay. Straight down the bowl a little bit.
Yeah.
Flour, I see we got here.
We'll add our salt first.
Salt, okay. And do you kind of do that at home? You do it in batches, a little at a time, and sort of all at once, kind of,
Yes. Just add a little in there.
Okay.
And then we'll add our flour alternating with our buttermilk.
So straight up buttermilk.
Straight up buttermilk.
Okay.
And this is a flour blend that I have come up with for our gluten-free food. And everybody really enjoys our cupcakes. A lot of people will say, oh, gluten-free is bad, gluten-free is bad, and then they eat ours and they're going, oh wow, this is really good.
So you can't really even taste the difference.
No.
So we're doing this with gluten-free. So these are going to be gluten-free red velvet cupcakes. If you're not affected by the whole gluten thing, you just use regular flour. Do you use a cake flour? Was what you'd use?
Yes.
Okay.
I would.
All right.
But gluten-free flour is good for everybody. It's better for your health too.
Okay. Well, good to know. And they bake up just fine?
Yep.
there's our buttermilk. You're the pro. I'll go ahead and let you jump in and finish.
Okay.
Oh, that's a beautiful color. I love that.
Let's do the recipe.
Yeah.
These are a little thicker
That's what I was going to say.
than a normal dough. When you put xanthan gum in it to help thicken it, like you would what normal flour would do naturally, you have to put a product called xanthan gum in. And
In with that gluten-free flour.
right,
Okay.
so then you get the little more elasticity.
Okay. Can you
Oh.
get that stuff right at the regular grocery store, by the way?
You can get some gluten-free flour at the grocery store, not the ones that I use always.
Okay.
The white rice flour and tapioca and the potato starch you can get.
Okay.
But I also use oat flour.
Okay.
And I have not found that there.
Okay.
Our last secret little ingredient to make sure we get the rise is we take our baking soda and our vinegar. And this is what's going to help it get its rise.
And that was apple cider vinegar you used,
Yes,
right?
it is.
That's a neat trick. Oven temperature?
350.
Okay. Is that what you normally do all your cupcakes at?
Well, it depends. In just a regular home oven, yes.
Okay.
When I'm at the kitchen where I bake, no.
Okay.
Because they're convection ovens.
Sure.
And,
They cook quick.
oh yes, don't want to blow them away.
So we've got our liners in our muffin tin here.
Yeah.
And using a little scoop. Bake time for these.
Approximately 18 minutes. Oh, of course, it does depend on your oven.
Okay. And we've got them all frosted and piped on to frosting. Valerie's going to stick around and show us how to make a gorgeous red velvet cupcake bouquet like she's done here. We'll put some frosting on these and make them look just out of this world. So stick around. We've got some more sweet treats coming up, including crepes with homemade blueberry sauce. So don't go anywhere. We'll be back.